for life, not just in the army, but life in general. And foundation is a good word for it.
Yeah.
So that's great. Happy. Let's high five each other and slap each other on the back, and we've done a great job. Junior Para 1992, and then into 1993. So I started in September 7th, 1992, and I think it was the 5th of March when we graduated, and then went to Depot Para and Aldershot. Did that set you up? Did that give you a foundation for life in the army, life in the parachute regiment? Life in general.
Yeah.
Not really, but I tell you what it did do. It prepared me to run into a hotel without orders and save a lot of people. It also saved other men to storm machine gun bunkers, or to not question orders and fight an enemy and be willing, and some might say desperate, to go into combat. So it was really conditioning young men for extreme violence.
Yeah.
So the question being is, which is right and which is wrong? Or do you want, and this is my point about where especially the British Army has lost its way, and luckily under really good leadership on a presidential and Secretary of War point of view, the US military is coming back in line of, we want warriors. As long as society remembers that, that's how we should be. I don't want people who can get on in life. I want people who can storm machine gun bunkers, fight an enemy when they're outnumbered. That's what we should be aiming ourselves for in preparing men of we want men of violence, because that's when it all comes down to it. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Sadly, warfare, and everything else. Getting people ready, prepared. I applaud that, and we should. I'm not saying it shouldn't be that. But ultimately, when it comes to especially levels like the parachute regiment, Marines, Rangers, whoever else, basically any combat arms, we need violent men and warriors. Because if the worst thing happened and it all came to all-out war, that's what's going to win a fight.
Yeah.
Not quarters, not like prepared to people who can make good life choices tend to make bad warriors.
Some of the best warriors are completely dysfunctional in society.
So it's a balance, but in hindsight, it was only in hindsight when I was saying, oh yeah, that the army. I applaud the British Army and what they've done with the Army Foundation College, and it is a good thing. But it is interesting when you think the parachute regiment or junior para and parachute regiment training after that was just like another level, but it was preparing young men for extreme violence. And I think it's like the best of times